Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today is going to be a 1-year update on my hair. As you can see, I finally got my hair blowed out, and yeah, it's just to let you all see the length, because most of the styles that I've been doing in this video has been a shrinkage stage. So today, you all can finally see my length. I'm going to show you all the length of my hair in detail. Also, first of all, how am I actually going to do this? Okay, you know what? I'm going to first of all show you all the picture of me when I did the big chop, okay? And then you're going to now see where my hair is at. So I'll let you see that right now. So if you're wondering how I managed to blow it out, I had to use the hot comb to get that done, which is this. Apparently this is like an old-fashioned one because nobody's using these, but this is probably the best thing you can use for 4C hair when you want to blow it out. But I'm not here to talk about that today. I'm going to do a review on this on another video, probably after this. I don't know yet. So anyway, let's talk about the 1-year update. Let's talk about what it's like going natural. If you watched the video on why I stopped wearing wigs, you all know that I was relaxed before, and even when I was relaxed, I was holding on to damaged hair for years. Yeah, for years, and there was nothing much I could do with my hair. So I've never really gone natural in my life. I've never seen my natural hair. I don't really know what it was like to go natural. Okay, so let's talk about the experience. I have come to realize that natural hair has character. Like, it has character. And what I find was things that used to work in the beginning, like when I did the big chop, didn't really work anymore when my hair started to grow a bit more, when it got a lot more thicker, when it got a lot more fuller. Like, you know, during the big chop days, wash and go every morning, I loved it. I loved going into the shower and just pour water on my hair, because it just wakes you up. You know, you're in a hot shower in the winter, the water is on your hair, and like, you just feel awake. You know, I used to miss that. I could get away with that when I did the big chop, when my hair was really short and I was looking like a boy. Luckily for me, we were on a lockdown, so nobody was really seeing my face. I had my mask on and everyone had to stay home, so I kind of got away with it. And then now that it grew a bit more, I couldn't do that anymore now. I started doing cornrows often. Yeah, so that's one thing I've learned, that natural hair has character. And so what you got away with at a certain point, you might not get away with it when your hair grows out a bit more. Second thing that I've learned is to embrace the way my hair wants to be, is to accept it for what it is. So my hair is really kinky. Like, it is kinky. It's not coarse. It's kinky, it's soft, it's fluffy, but like, it's really different to relaxed hair. And if you've never been natural before, it is really gonna take time to just embrace it. Like, you know, when your hair is relaxed, your hair really, like, you know, really sits down, like it's real pressed down. But it being so kinky, it can't be like that. Like, this is where I would get it, unless if you do a silk press, which is something that I'll never do, because I feel like those silk press and those flat irons is really what's causing the heat damage. I don't think it's the blowing out your hair thing. Blowing out your hair does not cause the heat damage. It's the flat iron and it's the silk press, because those things, your hair is not meant to be silky bone straight. That is type 4 hair for you. It's not meant to be silky bone straight. And I think that is why the damage comes in, because you're not accepting the hair for what it is. Your hair wants to be kinky. Your hair does not want to be sleek bone straight. Do you get what I mean? Even in this state, like, if you touch my hair, it's still, you can still feel the kinkiness. Do you know what I mean? that's his character. That's how it wants to be. And for me, accepting that in the beginning took a bit of time, because I was trying to get my hair to do things that kinky hair can't do. It's not everything on type 4A hair that you can do on a type 4C hair. Like, each hair has its own thing. So accepting it, also the shrinkage, oh my god, like my hair would be so full before I get into the shower. I come out and it's like all the length is gone, like everything is just gone, and it's just bad. I just touch my hair and I'm like, just like that, like everything is gone within a second. So embracing the shrinkiness and to understand that shrinkage is a sign of health in when it comes to your natural hair. The third thing I learned with natural hair was products. So there's some products that I will forever stick to, and there were some products that worked and it didn't really, like, it's not like the product had an issue. No, it's just my hair just didn't want it anymore. My hair just changed. It just didn't want it anymore. I found that when I did the big chop, I don't know what it was, like in the beginning, I really saw a lot of curls pop. I honestly thought I was actually 4B, honestly. But then when I went into like 6 to 9 months into the big chop, then it was like the curls weren't there anymore. And it definitely was not heat damage, because I did not use any heat at all. Only when I was deep conditioning, that was when the 4C started to show even more. So then I realized that, oh, you know, like this isn't really what I thought it was. And so as a result of that, because it was a lot curlier in the early stages, some products really did work well, like the Aunt Jackie ice curls. But then when it really started to show its true nature, its true 4C nature, then some things just didn't work anymore. So it's not like the product had an issue, it's just my hair just wasn't feeling it anymore. And that's how we are as human beings. Like, some things that we used to enjoy eating 3-4 years ago, we might not like eating it anymore. So that's norm. Another thing that I've learned is men really do love natural hair when it's actually kept well. Like, there's this thing on social media that, oh, guys don't like 4C hair, they only like hair when it's sleek and bone straight, and they only like 4A hair and 4B hair. That's not true. You see, this is the problem. When type 4 hair, especially 4C hair, when you don't look after it, it looks horrible. Like, for real. You can have type 1 hair, type 2 hair, type 3 hair, and even if you don't look after it, like, there's a way you can kind of just make it work. Even if you're not like deep conditioning, you're not moisturizing, it could still look good. But 4C hair, when you're not looking after it, like, it is so obvious and it looks horrible, like completely horrible. I've seen people with 4C hair walk out of their home and you can tell the hair is just so dry, like they're not deep conditioning, they're not moisturizing. And I don't want to hear this thing of, oh, that's how 4C hair looks like. Yes, 4C hair does not look silky, it doesn't look you know, bone sleek straight, but it looks dry, but it doesn't look dry like the Sahara Desert. No, that's not how it's supposed to look. You can tell if a moisturized 4C hair to a hair that hasn't been moisturized. You can tell the difference. So don't let 4C hair be the excuse for dry hair. If your hair is dry, it's dry, period. Like, you can tell. So men do like, black men do like natural hair, but the condition is you need to be looking after your hair, because like I said before, when it's not being looked after, it's so obvious and it's really, really horrible. And I was really surprised how much white men really do love natural hair. Like, they really find it exotic, like they find it very unique, because everyone else, apart from the continent of Africa, everyone else got either curly hair, silky hair, straight hair, wavy hair. That's norm, because we're in the Western world, right? But in Africa, our hair is completely different to what's in the Western side of the world. So I guess it looks very exotic. And I say this to say, don't let your hair be the excuse and you're like, oh, I can't attract such and such because I have natural hair. Like, I do hear people say that, like, I can't get with this type of guy because I have natural hair, or this dude doesn't like me because I have natural hair. That's not true. I've seen guys from different country who loved my hair when I walked out with it, when it looked kept, when it looked good, even black men too. So your hair is not a limitation to your dating life at all. Another thing that I've learned with natural hair is that natural hair, especially 4C hair, is just so flexible. It's so flexible. Like, you can go from afro to this to coily to, you know, it's just so many things you can do with it in terms of style. I don't mean texture, I mean style. There's a lot you can do with it. I think the problem is people don't experiment a lot, and that's something I'm going to do from now on for the next few months. I'm going to be experimenting different things with my hair, and I'm going to let you all I'm going to let you all see that. So anybody who is just new to this whole natural thing can also like understand what it's like through my experience as well. So I think that's pretty much it. Is going natural expensive? Nah, it's not. It's really not. But when you're a YouTuber, you tend to buy different products to try out different things and to help your people out. But going natural is not expensive at all. Will I ever go back to wigs? Nope. I will never go back to wigs. If I was to buy extensions, like maybe ponytail or clip-ins, it has to mimic my 4C hair. It just has to mimic it. If it's not going to mimic it, we're done. Okay, like, it's just not going to work. That's pretty much it for now, to be honest. I just love the fact that, like, I can't believe this. Like, I'm really shocked with the growth, because when I was relaxed, my relaxed hair was permanently at this stage and it just never went past it. And I got to this stage within 12 months. Can you imagine that? Like, within 12 months I got to this stage. So I'm like, it really shows when you invest in your hair, like, buy quality products, invest time, because it does take time. Wash day takes me like 2 hours. It does take time, and also paying attention. And I feel like one of the best ways you can pay attention to your hair is to actually have your hands in your hair. I don't mean playing with your hair every day, but if your hair is in a protective styling for like 3 months, you can't really pay attention to it because it's tucked away for 3 months. Like, it's too long. That's like you being in a relationship and you don't talk to your partner for 3 months. You don't know what they're up to. You don't know what they're about. You don't know what's going on. You don't know how they're feeling. So that's just the same thing with your hair. And also another thing I learned is that as your hair is growing and you're having more, you know, density and all of that, sometimes your routine might change. Before, I used to wash my hair every single week, but now I wash it every 2 weeks. But since I've got a blow dry, since I've blow dried my hair now, I'm gonna leave this like this for 4 weeks, because a blowout is also a protective styling, because the sebum can easily get down to the ends of your hair, and I'm not combing it. I'm not combing this at all. Today I didn't comb it, I just used my hands. I don't need to comb it for the next 4 weeks. I don't need to moisturize it. All I'm using on it is grease to keep up with the blowout, and that's really it. So yes, your routine will change as your hair begins to grow. So then you won't have to wash your hair every week. You might not have to deep condition every week. That's pretty much it. So yeah, make sure you hit the like button if you like the video. I hope this video is proof that your hair can grow, okay, and 4C hair can grow, okay, and I hope this video will prove to you that it's important to have a hair regimen. It's very, very important to have a hair regimen. So what I usually do, I pre-poo. I didn't really start pre-pooing until like 6 months into the big chop. I pre-poo, I shampoo with sulfate-free shampoo, I deep condition, and I use a rinse out conditioner. Those 4 steps I always do. And you know, maybe once a month or once in 2 months I use a shampoo that contains sulfate, and then I do a protein treatment every 6 weeks. that is pretty much the regimen that I have going on, and that is not every week anymore now that my hair is, you know, grown out a bit more. So yeah, that's really it for this video. I feel like I've mentioned everything. This is what I used to get my hair where it's at, the hot comb hair. I'm gonna do a review on this later on, so you'll get more information about it. And that is pretty much it. So I hope you all stay blessed, and I hope you all will not give up. Those of you who've done the big chop, I hope that this video will encourage you to keep going and to let you know what to expect. And if you are halfway there, just keep doing what works best for your hair. So that's pretty much it. I'll see you all in my next video. Stay blessed and stay beautiful. Bye.